Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Hello. I am Coach O, and this is the National Scouting Service Podcast Show. We have a very interesting show that's coming up later on today. Excuse me. We have a special guest coming on out of Tennessee, and you don't want to miss that show. She will be on the show. We're going to start that show at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time right here on the National Scouting Service Podcast Show. I'm here with you all today. Want to talk about a little about high school sports, some of our upcoming interviews that we're going to be having coming up this month as well as next month. But I am Coach O. You can follow me on social media under Twitter at Coach O Brown. You can also follow National Scouting Service on Twitter at National Scouting. We have that rolling across the screen now. We're also on Facebook and YouTube under National Scouting Service. You can also follow us on Instagram, Snapchat, as well as TikTok under National Scouting. With that being said, we're going to get into some of our upcoming interviews that we're going to have on the show. Have a lot of exciting guests that's going to be on the show. We do have a show tonight, so you want to tune in for that. It's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our special guest is out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, so you don't want to miss that interview. You can post your questions and your comments on the show. Be well. That way you can react with us on the show, get your questions answered, and you can tune into the show as well. On December the 14th, we will have basketball player Christian Gibson out of Mady Creek High School, which is located in Texas. Then again, we'll have on January the 5th, a football player by the name of Cavius Leonard out of Callaway High School out of Georgia. And then on January the 12th, we will have basketball player Talia Strode out of Cherokee Trail High School, which is located in Colorado. Oh, I'm sorry. Then on, I already told you about the December the 14th basketball player we're going to have on. So we'll have those special guests. That's going to be right here on the National Scouting Service Podcast Show. You don't want to miss it. So be sure you tune in to those shows with our upcoming guests. That's going to be on that show. We're live right now on TikTok. We're live on Twitter. So please post your comments and your questions. If there's a student athlete out there that you would like for us to interview on our podcast show, please send the information our way. You can reach us on Twitter at National Scouting, or you can reach me on Twitter at Coach O Brown. Inbox us, give us that information, the athlete's name, how we can contact them, and we'll contact them for them to be on our show. Hope you all been enjoying our show. We've been having a lot of podcast shows in the year of 2024, getting ready to go into the year of 2025. Happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody. I know a lot of people are getting ready now for Christmas. So happy early Christmas to you all. I know we'll have a show before Christmas, and we'll be telling you all the same thing as well. My playoff picks in high school, y'all know that I had picked North Shore to go to state as well as LaPorte to go to state. Things ain't go well for one of the schools, and we're going to jump into that. The LaPorte Bulldogs was facing the Angleton Wildcats, who they previously beat in their first matchup in a close game that went into overtime. This game almost went into overtime as well, with the Angleton Wildcats pulling out that game 24-21. It was a hard-fought game. It was going back and forth. Came up to some coaching decisions, and Angleton won that battle with the coaching decisions. But, hey, LaPorte has a lot of young athletes that's returning. They have a kid by the name of, I think his name is Caden Watson, defensive end. Hey, he's highly recruited in basketball. I already have an offer from UNLV. Would like to get an interview with him, so we'll be reaching out to him to get an interview with him on this show. But at defensive end, this guy demands a double team. I'm telling you, if collegiate football programs haven't been looking at him, they're going to be looking at him now, especially UNLV that already have an offer on the table for him in basketball. I'm pretty sure the football coach is going to be going at him as well. So big shout out to him, Mr. Watson. Hell of a defensive end, fast, quick, defensive end moves. Whatever school lands this guy, especially if it's for football, he can play DN, outside linebacker, probably can play some strong safety or nickel as well. So LaPorte lost that game. I was looking for them to go on to the next round, which would have been state. We was going to be there. Still probably going to go to the state games, but I'm looking for LaPorte to rebuild. reached out to their head coach, Kevin Beneathi, gave him congratulations on a great season, told him he already have the floor plan, he already have the blueprint, but just continue to build, which he's going to do. He got these guys in the weight room during the season. They're getting bigger, faster, and stronger. If they believe in what he have to say, believe in the program, go Dogs, go. Looking for them to be repeating again next year. Another game that we was looking at was Atascocita, the Atascocita Eagles versus the North Shore Mustangs. In their first game, it also was a close one, went down to the wire a couple of seconds, a bad punt by Atascocita. I had told one of my relatives, Mr. Eric Cruikshank, who runs Bench Bullying, also a former professional basketball player, because he was pulling for Atascocita because he knew a lot of the kids over there. And I told him, I was like, hey, I don't think they have a chance, man. North Shore is a different animal, and I proved to be right. North Shore won that game 49-21, looking for them to go to state, pick them to go to state. Now I'm saying it right here on this social media platform. I'm picking North Shore to win state. I'm picking the Angleton Wildcats to win state as well. My surprise losses throughout the playoffs, I was surprised that DeSoto lost. They played against the Longview Lobos, and DeSoto lost that game 50-14. Couldn't believe that. I heard it was a hard-fought game, a lot of bickering and mouth chatting going back and forth. I guess when Longview settled down, started playing football, they was doing the things that got them to win that game, and the Longview Lobos won that game 50-14 over the DeSoto Eagles. I don't know what happened with that. I was pulling for DeSoto, a former coach of theirs, coached at a high school that I was coaching at, and I just knew they was going to win, was rooting for him in that win, but it didn't go that way. Another surprising upset that I thought was going to happen, it was the Aledo Bearcats versus the Denton Ryan Raiders. And Aledo lost that game, who I was looking for the LaPorte Bulldogs. They end up facing in the championship, but now they'll be facing the Angleton Wildcats. And I'm picking the Angleton Wildcats over the Denton Ryan Raiders, with the Denton Ryan Raiders upsetting the Aledo Bearcats. That's all I have. We have a show coming on at 7 p.m. Tune in. You don't want to miss it. I am Coach O, one of your hosts of the National Scouting Service Podcast Show. And again, if you have a student athlete out there, a trainer, a coach, whoever it may be that you would like for us to interview on our podcast show, please send them our way. Send us their information. DM us their information. We'll get in contact with them, and we'll try to make that show happen. So again, I am Coach O, and this is our National Scouting Service Podcast Show. Hope to see you all at 7 p.m. with our special guest out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Hey, big shout out to Caden Paul. I see that you're on the screen, man. What's up? Hope everything's going well with you. Hope you're having a great weekend. Be seeing you shortly. So enjoy your day. Enjoy the games, the NFL games today. Be sure to come back on later on the show at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with our special guest. And again, I am Coach O, one of your podcast hosts of the National Scouting Service Podcast Show.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
I'm Coach O.